well, welcome to our first Has Beens podcast. So I'm Macka.
Hopefully not last.
Not last, no. First of many. And I'm joined by my usual gaming colleague, Carter.
Hello, all.
And then we've got a newbie to Has Beens, is our good friend, The Fist.
An expert in all things game.
I'm an expert. I just know a few things.
The Fist knows a lot about a lot of games. Or a few things about a lot of games.
With us, that is an expert.
Well, I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Well, all right. Look, it's a good intro. Well, you know, we're all, what are we, pushing 50? Long time PC gamers.
Remind me. Back when PCs weren't cool.
It's like they're the tail end of Generation X.
We're the peak. Generation X. Tail end generation we probably are. Are we? Really? Are we the tail end? We're the tail end?
As soon as you get to 1980s, those kids are millennials.
Yeah. 80s and millennials, right.
The whole gen thing seems odd to me. Trying to figure out what's
screwed
what.
up. I can't tell. Young people are all screwed up. And that's the title of this week's podcast.
That's a way to abuse part of the bloody audience, isn't it?
Good clickbait. All young
You're
people
all screwed up. You're
screwed up.
I agree. Young people are screwed up.
I'm on the side of young people. I mean, I've got 2 kids. Young people are wonderful, and we just have to respect them.
Your kids played Fortnite, so
only one of them.
Right off the
And
new segment: distasteful video games.
New segment is what young people are playing. So, what is said son playing? There, Carter. What's he playing?
Come on.
What is it? It's a new Valorant.
Valorant
He plays a fair chunk off.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's like what was it, MMO? No, not MMO.
Oh, that's a
bloody online 5v5 shooter, basically. It is quite fun. I know, it's like everything else. It comes out, it's got all little
It's a hero looter shooter like Apex Legends. And that goes back to what we were talking about before the podcast started. We were talking about why Battlefield 2042 wasn't very popular, because Valorant is one of the games that has characters.
Right.
Yeah, they're 2 completely different games. I think Battlefield just failed because they tried to make money.
Well, they were trying to make it like games like Valorant and Apex Legends, where you have specific hero characters rather than
which is
generic
not
classes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Valorant was fun. I played it a little bit.
Okay.
But I played Smite a lot, so
Yeah.
I like those games.
Because they're free, right?
Well, hey, I paid $29.99 per Smite to get all the characters ever made.
Oh, boy. You're part of the problem, Carlton.
No, that's bullshit. I think I'm allowed to swear now. We've been doing it long enough.
When was
that's
this?
Bullshit. And I'll tell you why. It was, I don't know, Smite was 10 years ago. I can't even remember.
It's still going. Smite's...
it's still going.
All right, well, let's get back on track. So first on our list, well, actually, no. What I was going to do is, what are you playing at the moment? So The Fist, what are you playing at the moment? Like, what's your go-to? What's your go-to game? Like your main...
I'm playing... Well, this is going to be fairly usual. There's some games that I'm getting my way through. I'm playing Starfield, Red Dead Redemption 2, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm playing Deep Rock Galactic Survivors.
Oh, okay.
I also delved into a couple of quests in Lord of the Rings Online in the archaeology segment of games. And I played a very, very large number of very low-quality indie games.
Yes, for your
extensive
review.
I love them. It's just, so much fun playing awful games.
Do you get social points for how many reviews you do?
No, I get a lot of hate.
You get a lot of you get negative social points.
Well, there's a few people who really quite like them, and a lot of people who are like, oh no, he said something negative, therefore it's the worst thing ever.
All right, and what about you, Carter? Yeah. What are you playing at the moment? What's your go-to game?
Only what we play together. What do we play? 7 Days or State of Decay 2 we've played a lot of.
Yeah. Check it out. I'll put a
Ghost
link.
Recon.
Top right corner, link to the game, to the series.
Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, the tea must be ready.
That's a long cup of tea. Here we go. Well, I'm drinking whiskey and dry. Carter's drinking tea. What are you drinking?
Sorry.
Fisty?
I'm drinking tea. I just had to go quiet my family.
Actually, I'm drinking cheap, nasty soft drink.
Cheap, nasty soft drink. Why are you buying? Why cheap, nasty? Like what
is it? Pepsi Max?
Because I'm cheap.
What is it? What's that? Is it AC Cola or something?
Yeah, that stuff.
Oh, really?
Brand stuff. All the Woolies stuff.
The Woolies stuff. Yeah.
All right, look. So we'll go to our list. We'll go to our list now. First game was Enshrouded. So I haven't played it yet.
Right, we'll leave the expert till last. Hey. So we'll go you first.
Okay. Well,
Macka.
I haven't seen a little bit of gameplay. It looks really good. Very interested to play it.
Look, your job as the host of this thing is to always be in the know.
Yeah, but this is one of the first games that we're going to play without knowing anything. So I've seen gameplay.
I played it.
But you played it. You're not supposed
to. I had to play it for the goddamn review thing.
Now you're gonna have to explain that to Gage.
Look, I've got a short memory,
it's all right, so I'll
probably forget most of it.
Gage has probably played it too. So that looks good. Like hopefully it's engaging enough that it's not just building, but the building's easy enough too. Because that was like Valheim kicks ass for me because the building was easy but really engaging.
A little bit.
Except when it all fell down because it didn't have support.
Well, all right. So Carter, you've played a bit. What do you think?
I didn't play very much. I only played a little bit, but it felt almost like it was a Zelda game that they decided they wanted to make it look more complex, so they just tacked on some generic survival building on it.
Oh.
Not really. I almost think the game would have been better if it had just been like they just got rid of all the building and just had it as a run through. Maybe you can instead of having building, you could have set locations where you sort of use resources to upgrade them into bases, sort of thing.
Okay.
I don't know. I just didn't think that the sort of crafting game went with the feel of the sort of rest of the game. But I haven't played a lot of it, so maybe that'll change.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Later on. I think that's a valid observation, Carter. There's got to be a reason to build a base.
Yep,
I think
definitely.
That gets lost on a lot of developers. Yeah. This is something that sticks out with Starfield, is that you can build pretty okay bases on different planets and moons, and there's no reason in the game to do it.
You're just building it for the sake of building it.
Yeah, you can produce some stuff, but you don't really need to because you get enough money just by shooting people in the head.
Yeah, it just felt like to me that it was almost pointless. It's just we're going to add something to put another bell and whistle on it instead of just concentrating on the core game, which they could have done. They didn't have to make it a building survival one.
Fisty, how much of the game have you played?
Well, I played for a bit. I actually ran a server for the game, and it was infested by Chinese griefers.
Really?
We had some people come into the Discord I was in and say, "Hey, you guys should know that your server's infested with Chinese griefers."
Why would they even do it? What do they get to?
I don't understand the philosophy behind griefers in general, let alone ones from China.
I'm a noob. So what's a griever?
Griefer. A griefer is a person who has a lot of fun just spoiling the game for
other people. Okay, like a troll. Why is your server not password protected or something?
Because he wanted to have strangers come in on his servers and play games.
He likes. Okay, very generous of you.
It's quite interesting to get onto a game that I haven't played myself for a while and see some guys gone on there and build some huge base and had a good time.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Provided a service to somebody.
People get to use it that way. Absolutely. Is it grindy?
Yeah, it's a bit grindy.
Yeah,
right.
They all have to be grindy.
Oh, you're not selling me on it. Well, one that might be worse. Are we done? Are we move on to Nightingale?
Nightingale. Well, there's one I have played.
None of us have played.
So none of us have played Nightingale. I've seen gameplay.
Oh yes, there we go.
It's
so you're the most qualified.
Most qualified. So Look, it looks good.
I'll start.
Okay, you start.
Is it in early access? I hope it's an early access.
I'm pretty sure it is. Everything. It is early access.
Everything's
and
in
can you punch trees and get wood?
It only got it's sitting at I think either 65 or 62 for its reviews.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's about 62, and it's not looking great.
Yeah, but a lot of the criticisms were, and I was thinking it before I even read the criticisms. It just looks almost like it wants to be an MMO, but it isn't. It looks clunky. Like some of the combat looks clunky and simplified. And from what I've seen on reviews, people aren't very they like the concept because the concept is pretty good.
Yeah.
But the execution of the concept
looks quite pretty.
Is not the best.
It's
a good idea.
There's a lot of procedural generation in it too, which is not
There's
really something criticism. We like.
Yeah, I don't mind procedural generation.
A lot of developers use it as a substitute for doing content.
Yeah, like one of the criticisms is it's basically there's only 3 sort of base things to when it generates terrain, and then it's sort of just like variations, but the underlying sort of things there's only a few, and then they've got lots of different sort of variations to make it look like it's more options than there is.
I have heard the crafting is very complex.
Yeah,
it looks like it'd take you a long time to get some decent tech too,
and it's got a short grindy loop. Like it doesn't take long before you get to there. Go fight this thing to get better loot, then fight the next thing to get better loot, and then just stick that on repeat sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Move on.
Keep to the agenda.
I'm going to segue to Power World then. You want to talk about Power World? So I haven't played it.
Oh, yeah. What a good idea.
I'm not...
Well, I'll go second.
I'll go first because it'll be quick.
Played it more than me.
Yeah. So it... I don't know how popular it is, but I'm not...
It's very popular. Hugely popular.
I'm not 8 years old, so I haven't played it. So that's where I end up.
Why don't insult? Jesus Christ! You insult young people. You insult people that like Pokemon.
Young people playing? Well, the young people playing Fortnite.
I didn't insult young people. I'm just saying I'm insulting older people by saying that it's a game for 8-year-olds. But,
so you're insulting.
I'll leave it there. What do you think, Carter? You probably played some with your 2 children.
No, I haven't actually. Well, we've both got it, but we haven't done multiplayer yet. I think it's in some aspects it's polished. It's pretty polished. I think the big areas I need to work on is base building and AI, because once you get a base that's got a whole bunch of stuff in it, the pals start to act a little bit weird. And also, I think you can probably churn through content pretty quick. Well, you've got stations where they make or do stuff. And I'm getting situations where one's over the other side of the map doing it because it can't figure out how to get to the station. And there's all that.
The most recent patch has fixed up a lot of that, but the very large pals still have problems.
Yeah.
This is a problem. It's an early access game, so it's full of bugs.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't tend to do that.
All right. Well, let's hand over to the expert, the Fist.
Carter's right on this one. I got to agree with Carter on that one. I played the game when it came out. I jumped onto a multiplayer server, but I didn't really play multiplayer, and that's part of the thing. Is it's not really a multiplayer game. You do want to get your friends together to fight bosses.
Yeah,
but
make it easier.
Otherwise, there's nothing really to do multiplayer. You sort of go capture everything yourself and build your way through the game.
Really neat.
I got to the point where I had the most powerful Pokemon, and I'm not ashamed to call them that. That's really
everyone can say they're Pokemon except the actual developers of the game, because I'll get into crap if they do.
Well, there's a couple of legal differences. There's prior art for Pokemon to start with,
but I think it was a case of if the developers don't mention it, we'll just let it slide, and everyone can just go on
Well,
about their
it's
business.
it's a very difficult court case. Obviously, the game is very, very similar to Pokemon, but there's two key differences. Not least of which you kill the Pokemon.
You can butcher,
and you can butcher
the Pokemon.
You can buy and sell them. You can drop Pokemon off at the medical place in the Pokemon games too. But you can kill them and shoot them with guns, and they have guns and they shoot other Pokemon. So that's one point of difference. The other really big thing is that there is prior art for Pokemon, which is why Digimon and other series and games like that have not been quaffed.
Right.
They're running out of images.
Right.
Have to make weird and wonderful images to not come and hit anyone.
Okay. Overall,
I played the game. I think it's good value for money actually, because I got a lot of hours out of it. Yeah. I found it was, because it's so casual, I actually found it approachable. And because like us, we don't have a lot of free time. I felt that you can actually drop into Pal World, tame a couple of pals, do this or that, and then jump out again.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was good for that.
You can just pick it up and you can play it.
Yeah.
You're not like, it's not like a game like Star Citizen where you log on, you're committed for an hour just to get into your ship, do something, and get back out and land it somewhere safely.
I will say,
you can tell there's fast travel points everywhere. You just zap around the map.
Yeah. But I will say I think as a game, it's very easy to chew through content for that game.
Yeah, it is, because it's fairly easy to play, and there's not a lot of grinding.
Move on, because we only got 3 left. Or 4 left?
Oh, 3, all right.
Right, we're on to Arc Ascended.
Ooh, okay.
So
I can't comment about
you can't comment. I've played it, and it looks fabulous. So I'm on like medium settings because I'm on a 3060, and looks
I
good.
play at maximum settings in 4K, and it looks glorious.
Yeah,
it really does look like
glorious.
an almost completely different game.
It's the same old game.
Most importantly, if you're on the fence about buying the game, it's they've fixed a lot of problems with Ark. Survival Evolved.
Is the AI actually fixed though? Because the one big complaint I saw someone have about it was that AI was worse than.
Well, no, it's about the same. It's the same AI.
Ark AI was never brilliant.
No, the idea with Ark 2, they're going to fix the AI. It's going to be quite different.
Okay.
So they're going to fix the AI, but that's Ark 2, and that's now delayed, I think, until 2026.
Oh yeah, it's never coming out. That is never coming out. That game.
Not if they can make money selling Ark.
Reselling.
Right.
Because all they did was up the engine which engine it was.
Well, no, they fixed the building. The building is fixed, and there's a bunch of new dinosaurs as well.
The building's better.
Yeah, but if you think about it, they could have probably transferred most of the game between the two versions of the engine and just did fix up for it.
You don't need to do a lot to the game, though. People love the game as it is. The Scorched Earth map comes out April 1st.
Oh, yes.
So does Scorched Earth have wyverns? Wyverns?
Yes,
it does. So there you go. So there you go. There'll be.
I might see if I can stand up a cluster then.
Wyverns. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I'll be playing that because I want a wyvern and my daughter will want a phoenix.
Yeah, very rare spawn, the phoenix.
Oh, they're absolutely impossible to find.
Not when you cheat.
And tame. But I could cheat. No, well, it's too hard. I don't know how to cheat on Ark. We'll hop into something different now, which I think the Fist recommended, which was Kingmakers.
Well, I didn't recommend it. I don't know.
I suggested it.
No, I don't. Interesting looking game.
I've done nothing. Yeah, so it's like a massive AI simulated medieval battle, and you are Ash from the Evil Dead, and you've got a truck and guns. And I guess there's a campaign you take part in.
Well, that's it. I think that's about the only thing, because if it was just the combat, it would be fun to do with friends or do by yourself, but it would quickly get old.
It would, yeah. Yeah, it's like
I don't think it's really got the staying power just for
Mountain Blade. But you build an empire too.
Just for running around and hitting things.
Maybe get a castle.
I think it's got those sorts of aspects in it.
There's not a lot of detail about it, and that's part of the problem. Because it is very, very early into well, it's announced. It's not even There's not even an ETA apart from this year. Maybe.
Right, okay.
They've just got like the video online of charging through lots of.
If you've got hordes, I mean, weapons. Well, Mountain Blade was a great game for the.
But a lot of Mountain Blade was in the sort of
at its time
managing and getting power and stuff.
True, there was that aspect to it. This is maybe it's got an element of that, but that could be a bit of fun. All right. Well, what we'll do is what we got. We got two more things to do. I'll call this one Macka attack.
So here we go.
This is where I go on a rant.
Keeps gaining bloody sucking up to.
No. This is
strap yourselves in.
This is Macka attack. So I'm going to rant about the next game we've got to review, but I'll go last. So the game is Sons of the Forest. Fist, have you played it? What do you think?
No, I haven't. It's on my wish list to pick up. It's a time thing, really. I would buy it if I was going to play it, but I don't really have time.
So not because of all the other games you're playing, no. So, okay. Well.
Yeah, I think it looks very good. I don't know. I'm going to rely on your expertise this time, guys, and you can tell me if you think I should drop everything and play it.
Right.
Well, no.
The question is answered.
Carter, is that just before you go? Is that because of what I made you do, or is it because of your thoughts of the game?
It still haunts me and hurts me. No, I didn't say you shouldn't play it, but don't drop everything to play it. It's a good, enjoyable sort of game. I think it works very well multiplayer, where you go through the story with like 2 or 3 or whatever. It works better. But, I don't know. It's a good game. It's a good survival horror game. Except they took away the unicycles being kept on zip lines.
Oh, well, look, that's
where
I'll jump in.
Very bitter. Go on.
We did look, and I didn't do enough justice to the way I felt in that episode that I released. But, yeah, because it is, it's a beautiful game. I think it looks absolutely stunning. The game mechanics are all like solid. It wasn't clunky or smooth. Some
of the building was rough.
The building needed a lot of work, and it took them a lot of patches to sort out the building. And they've really sorted it out now. So they've made it a lot similar to the Forest in kind of prefab buildings. Anyway, they sorted out a lot of the building. And the AI, I think the AI is brilliant. The way the cannibals and mutants behave and coming across them, like when we played it without having played it before, coming across some of that shit was just mind-blowingly cool. But yes.
What the hell's this and what's it going to do?
And, this is where I'm so reluctant to play an early release game now, is because they fucked with the mechanics every few updates, and when they took away the ability to ride a zipline while on your V-Night, it was just insane. Like it was a really small change in that update, but it changed the game mechanics massively. I couldn't understand why you would do it. Yeah.
So it came in early access. Was it early access?
So it was early access. It was released fully in late February this year. They're still doing updates. They've changed it a lot. So I still want to play it because they've changed it a lot. They've added a lot of content. Like the island is so big. It's really empty. But the game, like it's a survival game, but it's not really a survival game. And it's lacking...
It's not hard to survive.
It's a building game too, but it's lacking any incentive. Fisty said it before. There's no incentive to build. Like you're moving around the map so much, following the story, and you're kind of just engrossed in the story that you follow it. There's no point of view. I'm just going to go sit off here.
Fortifications.
Yeah, fortifications.
Fortifications to keep them, yes, but not like a big, massive.
You don't really need
building
a 5-story castle. No, you don't really need a 5-story castle.
No, you don't need a 5-story castle, which you built. We built. That was a lot of stone we had to collect to build a 5-story castle.
It was a lot of stone. And that, building was really grindy. So it was even more in, lack of incentive to build because it was so grindy. But it was really good building mechanic. I thought the building mechanic was an amazing new thing in a game where you actually chop up the log You know, you just stack logs, cut them in half. Really good, really interesting.
Stacking logs, cutting them in half. I got it.
Look, it's the simple things. Have you not played any of it? Fisty, not played any of it?
I have not. I don't have the game.
You don't even have it?
The Forest a bit.
If you get it really cheap.
Get it for you for his Christmas present one day.
If you get, I'll buy it for Christmas because it's worth like half an hour just to get in there and walk around because it's really pretty. I think it's really beautiful.
Is it prettier than Ark Survival Ascended?
Yes, it is. It is. No, it is because Ark Ascended is, it's realistic, but it's got a certain, drawing style to it. Yes. That it looks a bit computery, whereas Sons of the Forest looks ultra realistic. I'd say, a lot of settings and situations looks ultra realistic.
Well, that does sound promising.
He doesn't have 4K.
No, not even in 4K. Not even. I reckon it's the best looking game I've ever played. Like in terms of graphics, the most realistic looking game I've ever played.
Well, that's a big one.
It's a big goal. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Well, last segment is new segment.
Fistful of bundles.
Fistful of bundles.
Fistful of bundles. What's
you're not going to talk about a hot dog runner?
Oh, look, should we do hot dog runner?
Plug Neeb's Gaming.
Well, I got to say that game's not appearing in any bundles recently, so too bad for that. There are a couple of bundles out this week, but we are hot off the tail of the Steam spring sale.
Yeah,
Spring in America.
They're not going to try to compete with that, most likely.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of bundles last week, but we do have some.
So these are bundles. For those who don't know, these are bundles from Humble Bumble.
Humble, Fanatical, anywhere that's got a bundle, it's got Steam keys.
Okay. There's a few different places.
There are. Fanatical is one of the big ones. It used to be called Bundle Stars. They have a couple of bundles. They've got a Play on the Go bundle if you have a Steam Deck. You can get a Steam Deck from Big W now. You have to get it online.
Seriously,
but they will actually send you one. So there's 21 games for $8 to choose from in this Play on the Go bundle.
Oh, so you can
Fanatical do build your own bundles where you pick a number of games.
Yeah, that's good.
For a certain price.
That's good.
Are any of the games any good? So it's all
no. If they're designed specifically for Steam Deck, they're not going to be that great. So I give that one a miss unless you've got a Steam Deck. Spring Screams bundle. Now this looks good, but it's very expensive, as a lot of game bundles are starting to get quite pricey. But this one looks good. It's horror themed. It's from Humble Bundle. It's got Amnesia the Bunker. Now I played Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. And I recommend it, even though the graphics weren't fantastic, and the game's fairly short.
A game.
Oh, it's a horror themed first person adventure game. Build Your Own Chaotic Bundle, which is a game where I believe you play as the villain for most of these games, and that's another Fanatical Build Your Own bundle. And the thing about these build your own bundles, I think they're worth taking a look at, because usually there's one or two AA or better games in these bundles, and it might be worth just picking up the lowest tier, which would be usually about 3 or 5 games, just to get the headliner.
Just to get the games.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, definitely worth considering. Yeah. There's an anime themed bundle at Humble, and this is really shocking. It's a $45 bundle for the top tier, and the $45 tier is the tier 3 is $28. So they want about $20 more for one more thing, which is a DLC. So that can get stuffed, really.
That's pretty harsh.
No DLC is worth $20. So. And one more that I really think people should buy is the Back with a Vengeance Best of Boomer Shooters bundle.
Best of Boomer Shooters.
It's got the remastered Quake 2. It's got Ultra Kill. It's got the latest Postal brain damaged game.
Brain damage.
If you like Postal.
No, which one's that?
It's Back with a Vengeance, Best of Boomer Shooters.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, and it's got the latest Postal game, so that's a winner, I think.
Very good. Check out the bundles, people. Links in the description. What's a Steam Deck cost you? $1,300 for a Steam Deck.
About $900 for middle level one from Big W. Kogan sell them as well.
It's not super expensive.
They are fantastic gaming devices, though. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, what were you talking about? Ultraviolent. I'll leave you with a snippet. I was playing Ark Ascended with my daughter today, and she had tamed 2 Pegamaxes and a Dillo because they're babies. You can just pick them up when I think you kill the parents, and you can pick them up. And we forgot to put them on passive, and they killed a Triceratops and its baby, but they also got killed at the same time or by something else. So my daughter's crying while I'm hacking up a baby Triceratops corpse to get its meat. That was lovely. All right. So thank you, gentlemen. That was brilliant. We'll hopefully next month we'll have our good friend the Gooner join us.
We need to pick some games for the agenda for next week. That'll work.
All right. Well, give me a goodbye from everybody. All right. Goodbye.
Oh, yes. Bye.
It's goodbye from me and goodbye from them.
This is not the two Ronnies.